Esport have someone strong already on the front lines. However, they might be lacking later on. Or we can see the Franco pick again. Who knows? They're actually looking like they're not agreeing that well on the screen.
Oh, hold on. What
They're
is
saying
this?
yes. They're saying yes. They're nodding.
Hold
It's like,
on.
what are they saying?
Are they actually gonna go for
Are they
this?
gonna go for this?
Matthew and
Labu
Gideon.
Labu!
Matthew and Gideon, are you watching this? Our fellow English casters. They predicted yesterday, by the way, that they were gonna go for the Lapu Lapu, and
Yeah.
and Gideon was like, I'm a prophet.
He is a prophet. He saw the Chang'e pick
Yeah,
as well
he saw
from
the Chang'e
Evos yesterday.
From a mile away.
Mile away. He was not even casting that at all. And he was jumping in the seat when they picked it up. So predictions are coming through here, but question is, can it work? They're going for the Granger now. This time around, they also have the fam still. So they're sticking to what works. They're sticking to their battle plan. What's gonna be the answer here from Louvre?
And of course, the Granger pick is gonna be prioritized for Onic Esports right now, and of course, the Franco is gonna come in, the soul tank for Louvre Esports.
Marsh, is this? What is this?
Martian no
Have
mercy.
they not learned yet?
Okay, this is what I think about about Onic Esports right now. Although Franco will be a threat, it was only because of their mispositioning. Onic Esports mispositioned a lot, therefore they lost that game because the Diggy was always caught. Meaning, you know what? Let's just play a bit more compact.
Let's remove the Diggy.
Let's not misposition ourselves. Let's just give out the Franco so we can get our own comfort picks and comfort bands as well.
And that seems to be going well for Louvre. If that's their plan, you know what? They got what they wanted. We'll have to wait and see if this is going to be the end of the Onic undefeated
Streak.
game run. I mean, they already lost one match. So I want to see if the whole game itself is going to be compromised. So, it's going to be game 2. Onic Esports and Louvre Esports from Indonesia. We are going to run down into the land of dawn. For Onic Esports, we have Psycho on the Akai, Udil on the Esmeralda, Sasa on the Granger, Drian on the Grokken, Anti-Mage on the Fams.
And meanwhile, for Louvre Esports, we have Kido on the Linux, Martian No Mercy on the very effective Franco. And carry away on Clash might happen right now. Drian is going to put a bit more damage onto your.
Yeah, just also scaring them off a little bit there.
Yeah, continuing, we have Watt on the carry, Jill on the Lapu Lapu, and Yor on the Kaja.
Yeah, some beautiful plays here from Louvre right now. Also, they're starting to deny. And right now, Onic, they're even scared to invade.
Yeah.
Usually, we would see Onic go strong on the invasion.
I mean, they are very, very aggressive in terms of invading.
Yes.
And right now, we're not seeing that. We are not seeing a single invade from Onic Esports at all. This is the fear factor. This is the fear factor for Onic Esports. And this is so good for Louvre. But right now, they are contesting on the crab coin. But who secured it? It's going to be Kido. Kido gets it. It's going to be really good for him as well.
That's what they need. They need some gold on that Lunox. Get that concentrated energy early and get the damage done right away. So you can do a lot more for your team.
Onic Esports is playing a bit more compact, as we talked about earlier. Onic Esports, they don't want to make a single mistake right now, but Sasa could potentially die. But he will be able to flicker out away, and Psycho is just going to body block him.
And the body block also works very well. So I'm a bit surprised here that Onic Esports are still surviving this time around.
Yeah.
No one to follow up here from Franco yet.
Not just yet, but 3 people on the top lane for Onic Esports already. They want to go in for this push because they know if they leave the carry out, if they just ignore the carry, it's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, it's going to be a very, very big problem indeed. So right now, Sasa actually is going to be one of those big problems as well.
Yeah, Sasa.
I feel like
Sasa Granger, don't sleep on Sasa's Granger. The burst damage, in just a blink of an eye, you would die already. But it looks like Drian is going to be converged on by Louvre Esports right now. Will be forced to use that wild charge as well. But in the backline, Anti-Mage is going to be caught out, but he will go in and countering Inferno is going to be used, but it will not do anything. The first blood for Louvre Esports.
Yeah, Louvre Esports. They're getting it again. Oh, the badges. Oh, that's the
badge.
first time I've seen.
That's the first time Louvre Esports. What in the world is this?
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen it being used against Onic here. Wow, that is
Making a statement.
that's a statement.
Louvre
right there.
Esports,
Marsha.
they're feeling a bit confident right now against Onic, and this should be a good thing. It should be a good thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing here because right now, Onic, they're being matched up here by Louvre Esports, and Louvre Esports, they can do this. As long as they keep Watt safe. Oh, speaking of Watt right now, getting on bullied on the top lane as well. That's a lot of damage. No answer, but Martial No Mercy is here. He can also take the crab if he wants to. He has the ultimate. Will he use it for the hook?
No,
I think he will not try.
But it is going to be a 3v2 down the bottom lane right now. No, it is a 3v3. The stun is going to come in. Kikido Gimash Order Brilliance is going to be used as well. He will be able to run away from this one, but the Lapu Lapu will come in. The Hurricane Dance is also activated, but he will be bursted down. The Lapu Lapu takes that kill.
Man, that's absolutely beautiful here, as they say in the Philippines. So, in the meantime, that's going to be... Oh, Yudin with a dive in. Yor is going to be taken down. What a wrong position here for the Kaja player.
He threw away that advantage, and now Onic Esports still have the lead. They are up 3,000 gold already. And Onic Esports just taking it back, even though they only have 1 kill so far. And Anti-Mage, he's going to go back to the top lane, shutting that Watt out.
I mean, what's going to happen here, right? What do you expect from Psycho going full tornado here? Jill under the tower. That is the wrong place to cast your spells. What are you doing? That's going to be a kill. And Esmeralda gets 2 for his efforts.
I understood what the Lapu Lapu did. Louvre Esports, they didn't want to go for more kills. They did not want to go for more deaths.
Yeah,
therefore,
exactly.
the Lapu Lapu just sacrificed himself in order for Martial No Mercy to get away.
So this is looking like Louvre. They're being very passive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And
So
Onic
passive.
Esports don't have a proper response for how passive they are. They usually are very aggressive.
Yeah, and that's what happens. If you cannot be aggressive against these guys, it's going to be a big problem. So I want to see Louvre more proactive plays. Please start making use of your Kaja because I'm seeing that green on all the time.
Yeah.
With the Kaja ultimate, that is not a good thing.
They have not used a single Divine Judgment so far, but Adrian is going to spot them out. And Martial No Mercy and oh my goodness, good thing he's immune to CC because that
Yeah.
hook could have been guaranteed death.
And that's what we've been looking for later, right? These guys should be immune to crowd control.
Should be.
So the first game, I feel like that should have been an easy pick. I don't know what happened right now though.
Here we go. The hook is going to connect onto the Akai, but the Akai will be the first one to fall. No! The Divine Judgment is going to be used onto Udil, and Udil will be bursted down. The first one of all will be the carry, and next one is the Esmeralda. Looking good so far for Louvre Esports. They're taking it slow. Anti-Mage tries to turn it around, chases for Martial No Mercy, but Martial No Mercy is just standing around waiting for that hook to cool down. But Louvre Esports and Onic just lead with just 1 kill of their pockets.
1 kill and 1 death. I feel like they're answering 1 for 1 right now.
It's
but
just a 1
still,
for 1.
Onic Esports are ahead by 1,000. That means they're a little bit better in the economy. Kido Gimash, he wants to make something happen though, and he did. Takes down Anti-Mage 1v1. And the top lane gotta go over their side. Bottom lane though, Sasa getting pressured as well.
Sasa is going to be pressured indeed, and Jill almost lands that ultimate, but Psycho is going to be there to protect him. The 1,000-pounder is going to be used as well. The stun is going to come in. The Hurricane Dance also activated, and Sasa tries to damage him out, but the flicker away for Jill.
And even Stevens here, Onic Esports and Louvre. I feel like Onic, they're just waiting for Sasa to go online. Same with the fans with Esmeralda. So the waiting game is, they need to prolong this game even further.
They need to.
Otherwise, they still have to deal with the late game carry, late game Lapu Lapu.
Yeah.
So, do you think they should start being aggressive now, or do you want them to wait till like 20 minutes or so?
Now, to mention, Onic Esports' team composition, it's kind of a late game composition, as well as Louvre Esports. They're just managing it well. Louvre Esports, they're managing it better than Onic Esports because they also have that type of composition that they need to farm up for the late game. But look at this, Lapu Lapu Jill is going to be caught out as well. Sasa is potentially going to get this kill, but he's going to miss his ultimate as well.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, Sasa gets a kill. But at the top lane though, the turtle is going to be... worked on, and they have no response just yet. It is a 4v2, but are they gonna steal? No, they won't. And Drian will be the sacrificial lamb. Nice try.
Man, they're making mistakes. I feel like this Lapu-Lapu pick, by the way, was a really big mistake.
Yeah.
So far, so many missed ultimates.
Yeah.
So many missed stuns. But the other teammates from Louvre, they're making up for it.
Udil. Indeed, and Udil is gonna come in as well. Anti-Mage in the back line just trying to kill Kido Gamash, and they're finally gonna get him in just a few more hits. And Yor is gonna be chased down in the background of Borussia, no mercy.
Sasa!
Burst
Oh my gosh!
for Sasa. And what have you done? Bursting down Sasa. It is now a 2v1, and the hope will connect on the Toms. Louvre Esports absolutely dominating Onic Esports right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are seeing here in Onic Esports. They seem to be on the prowl here, on the ground. Where do we start? Where do we pick things up? Because right now, Louvre, they have a very healthy carry, as well as the Lapu-Lapu. He's back on the field. He's getting gold again. Tower on the bottom lane could be a big threat, and they need to deal with that at the same time as Kido Gamash and Martial No Mercy.
It's not could be a big threat. It is a big threat, Rockhard. Louvre Esports is just putting everything to their advantage right now, and look at that, 7 assists already, and Martial No Mercy as well, 5, and the suppression is gonna come in for the Grok, and Drian is gonna fall, and Onic Esports looking a bit flustered. What happened to them?
I know, I feel like I gotta...
And Anti-Mage, look at this, Color Inferno is going to be used as well, but he's going to be bursted down. The lifesteal is not going to be enough, and Louvre Esports just absolutely destroying, and Sasa will be the next one. He will be bursted down, and wow, my goodness,
The
that
damage
carry.
from Kido, man.
That carry is doing wonders for Louvre, and the damage is just too much.
All the damage dealers here from Louvre doing exactly what they need to do. In the Philippines here is what we call, this is an audition. They're going for an audition to Pinoy Big Brother, you know. I feel like it's always gonna be a 1v1. It's happening over and over again. Bottom lane getting a lot of pressure though from Louvre.
And now it is a 2v2 so far. The Lonex is gonna respond to this, but no. They know Kido Gamash was present, so they have to back away. They couldn't win that fight.
Yeah, I feel like staying together is going to be so important for Onic Esports. I feel like there's so many fights that could have been won by Onic as long as they were complete. But sometimes they do not actually stick together. Bottom lane, Gil 2v1 again.
Gil is going to be caught 2v1 once more, but no one is going to respond to this, but he will be able to escape that very quickly. But the Divine Judgment is going to be used on the Granger, and is now on 3v4, and Udil will be the first one to be caught as well. You're running the wrong way.
Wrong way. That's not your face.
That's not your face. Udil, you will be dead. You're being chased
Charging
out
up
by the
Falling Star Moon.
The Falling Star Moon will do wonders though. Are they still going to chase?
This is overchase.
Overchase.
Oh gosh, Louvre.
Let him go. Just let him go,
We have to have some sort of...
Just let him go.
He's going...
You're gonna die.
Oh my god, what's happening?
What is...
Camille there.
Overcommitment.
What the heck was that?
Overcommitment from Yor right there. Onic Esports just turned that around with the Esmeralda. Yor, what were you doing? Come on, what was he doing?
I'm lost for words. Like, you didn't have anyone to
He threw it away. He just
no one was
threw
going
it
to do
away.
damage. So, what was the plan there?
He threw it away. He thought his team was gonna follow up, but he was the only one apparently.
Or maybe
chasing
he
him
was
down.
just buying time.
Maybe.
For the rest of his team, like, stop the Esmeralda from backing so we can take an objective. I mean, they did. They got a tower for it, but they sacrificed his life.
All right, so Louvre Esports, they got the positional advantage right now. They should be able to get this Lord, but they need to pick one off before they go for the Lord, because this is a very risky decision.
And decisions aside, though, I feel like Louvre, they're still a bit strong. They're doing everything they need to do to survive. And Louvre, you're gonna have to contest this Lord, or will they do it? They have to wait for Lapu-Lapu.
They need to
wait for Gil, or else it's actually a very very difficult
Oh, the
fight to win.
hook almost connects to Psycho right now, but they are going to converge on Drian, but the clash is going to happen. Watt is in the back line just hitting.
Kido!
Kido will be the first one to fall in just a few more.
Oh, he
And
makes it out!
He makes it out, and Udil will be the one to deal a lot of damage for Louvre Esports right now. Could this be the potential turnaround? And Onic Esports, it looks like they're turning it around. Louvre Esports are going to be flustered, and Udil is just hitting on Martial No Mercy, and the emote will be coming out, and Kido Gamash will be the next one to fall. It is a 4v1.
What is this? And what the comeback is happening right now. This lapu-lapu pick is literal. Oh god.
I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Useless.
A very useless pick here for Louvre Esports. So much farm already being given to this guy. He just does not do well in the team fights.
Yeah, he's just not doing well. It's a 4-for-1. It was not a good exchange for Louvre Esports. Full Metal Alchemist would be very disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, Onic Esports wasn't even perfect. Look at that spike! That spike goal in their favor.
For Onic Esports.
Come back right away.
What in the world just happened? Why did they throw that away?
So many throws consistently timed. Like, one throw, then one throw, then one throw, then one throw non-stop. I feel like, man, they outplayed.
They got the easy lord out of it as well. And Martian No Mercy is going to be converged on Sasa. Is going to be in the back line, just hitting, just hiding away. And it's going to be two people to respond to this. And Martian No Mercy is going to show no mercy indeed. And Yor will be the first one to fall. Just one more hit away. And Martian No Mercy finally falls. The next one will be Linux. And they will run away from that one, satisfied with just 2 kills.
Man, Onic Esports, they flipped something. They turned on the button. But I gotta say, I feel like Louvre just keeps throwing this so many mistakes.
Louvre just threw away their lead, and what is happening to them right now?
Huge lead, by the way. They worked so hard for it. Now what? Right?
I mean, Onic Esports, it's definitely looking like Thanos for them. All that for a single drop of blood.
Yeah, all of that.
Just for a single drop of blood.
Gosh.
And now the bottom lane is going to be pushed as well. 2 lanes being pushed. Louvre Esports don't have a response yet, but Yor is going to be taken down. And Gio tries to go in for the front line, but he will be able to get that Akai as well. It is now a 1-for-1. 4v4 for Onic and Louvre.
Yep, turret's starting to fall down here for Louvre Esports as Onic Esports. They are back on track. They're giving such a good game here.
They finally got the lead. Onic Esports finally have the lead on this, but Louvre,
Look at that.
How did they just throw away their own advantage? It's so questionable.
So many questionable decisions from Louvre. Maybe it's a tournament nerve finally getting to them. So, I don't know, man. That was just
the nerves.
So weird.
Overconfidence coming in from riding that wave of momentum as well. And Louvre just looking a bit questionable. Their gameplay, they threw away their advantage as well. Although they are at equal amount of kills.
Yes.
It's still, look at that goal lead. It's 4,000.
It's very dominant. Udil is so strong on this Esmeralda. He is not afraid.
And
he can probably go for a moon here.
They could be going for another clash at this point. As soon as they spotted Drian out, they will be back away. But it looks like the Hurricane Dance is going to be used on the 2 people. The first one to fall will be the Linux and then the Franco. This should be GG. It is a 5v3. Louvre Esports need to force a clash out. They need to play it smartly, or else Onic Esports will take it 1-for-1.
I'm pretty sure they cannot defend it.
The wall is going to be put down as well. Yor is in big trouble, the first one to be caught. And now the Divine Judgment is going to be used. Anti-Mage is in big trouble right now. Just a few more hits and he will be taken down.
Okay,
and Gio
holding on
indeed, and Drian is going to be left in the back line. They are all forced to run away.
Wow, so they defend for a few more seconds. Great positioning and finally a good Divine Judgment.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been waiting for some very good Divine Judgment. We are finally seeing it here, and I'm glad at least, it's probably not too late. They could probably go for a full defense and then wait for Onic Esports to make a mistake, but does that sound right? Does Onic Esports actually make that big mistakes, right?
Considering game 1, they did make a lot of mistakes. They did. We can't deny that. But they are coming back from their mistakes though. Louvre Esports, they're the ones making a ton more.
Yeah, I feel like more consistency is better than having more flashy plays. You gotta be more consistently, keeping yourself on guard, keeping yourself on point, instead of being flashy. Like, I feel like that's what Louvre Esports is doing here right now. They're trying to go for the flashy plays.
And now look at this, the Lord has respawned as well. This should be an easy one for Onic, but they will be able to contest this one. Louvre Esports, they are closing in on the gap. Psycho is just behind that back line, and Martian No Mercy tries to look for a hook. Drian is zoning them away. They missed that hook, so they need to rotate to another better position, but they won't continue that Lord as well. Martian No Mercy is just hiding in the wings, waiting for another call. But look at this, the Granger is still kind of far away though. It's a a good decision for them to not go for a clash.
Yeah, I feel like they're a bit underpowered right now, especially the Lapu Lapu pick. They're not going to be able to make that much damage, so even if Marcia can get a good hook here, like, the damage is starting to decrease here. Immortality already popped up open for Sasa on the Granger.
Here we
Nice
go,
try.
Marcia No Mercy tries to go for a hook this time. The 1,000-pounder is used. The stun is also going to come in. Marcia No Mercy always in the front line. The hook will be cooling down in just a few more seconds, but Psycho should be zoning them out. The Lord is being worked on. They are now forcing a clash at this point. Yor trying to go for a Divine Judgment. He's closing it in. He's also going to go over the wall, but look at this. The burst is going to come in, and the Lunux will be the first one to fall. Onic Esports looking good so far. The main damage dealer is down. The Kajo will fall as well. Marcia No Mercy in big trouble. He's being converged on by Udil, but the resurrection will come in for the Akai. But Jill in big trouble. Watt is also going to run away, and Onic Esports played that perfectly.
Yeah, 2v4 and a Lord to boot. That is basically it.
That's
for
basically
Louvre
it. That is it.
Esports.
This is
Onic
it. This is it.
should take this Lapu Lapu being pushed around like a sack of potatoes.
And Watt is going to be the last one to fall in this game. A complete wipeout for Onic Esports, and they take it against Louvre Esports 1-1.
That is beautiful there, and Onic. That's the Onic we know.
That's the Onic we know.
Yeah, that's absolutely how they play. Louvre. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
How did you drop that big of a lead?
I mean,
I'm sorry, man.
they don't look so happy about that one. They are re-evaluating their mistakes, and they need to study how they lost. I mean, they had a big advantage.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, they had a big advantage. They threw it away and just, my goodness, they could have took it to a 2-0, a 2-0.
That would have been a 2-0. That would have been a dream completed.
A dream
for
come
Louvre,
true.
but apparently they don't mind that much. Anyway, that was actually a pretty good game to watch. Despite that, I mean, both teams with their own ups and downs. That's usually the drama of life. That's what we saw here today.
Look at that hero damage dealt for Udil right now. 11.1 KDA. And the hero damage is just insane. Especially for that turnaround for Yor.
Yeah.
When Yor tried to overcommit for that chase, he got turned around, and I think that was the starting point.
They were chasing
that was the starting point.
all around the map there, like run from the bottom straight to the top lane first turn. And then because of that, Esmeralda, it was like, oh, okay, you want to chase this? You want some of this? I'll give you some. And he was given some.
And he was given some indeed, and very questionable plays and decision for Louvre.
I think that was a turning point, basically, right?
The turning point indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Onic Esports took it 1-1. Game 3 will be the deciding factor as to who will be going to the grand finals.
That was a bit extreme, actually, the way that we saw them like be outclassed like that. Like, that doesn't happen a lot. So
Yeah,
I feel
it was
like,
the first time. It was the first time we've seen
I was
them
so
being outclassed.
excited to see Onic, like, kind of bleed there. At the
Yeah.
same time, what, I still know in my heart Onic is going to come out on top here.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
I was hoping Louvre was going to prove me wrong. Apparently, that game was just a sign that
they still have a chance. They still have a chance to come back from it. We can still believe. The Louvre fans can still believe.
Yeah.
But Onic, just the capitalization in that game, just too much. It was too good.
Way too
adaptability.
Yeah, adaptability, mental fortitude was there. They were steady. They were holding their ground. I mean, we were giving away a lot. They were giving away this and that.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know what? They're still in a position to make a comeback. I gotta say, even though they were behind, and epic comebacks. Man, this is a sign. This is a classic epic comeback.
Classic comeback indeed. And Onic Esports just proved to us that they're not that easy to beat, even though they're up against their homeboys from Indonesia.
Indonesia is just a strong region altogether. I feel like their meta is just way too one-sided. It can be like super strong at one moment, and then it can be super weak in another. However, of course, they're proving that they are going to be able to at least recover, even after they make a big blunder.
Continuing on that Indonesia topic, if not the best, the strongest region for Mobile Legends. And
Absolutely.
that's just a lot to take, it could be a potential Indonesian Grand Finals. We don't know yet, but we still have our hometown heroes. We cannot forget about our roots, the Filipino hometown heroes, Archangel.
Exactly. Archangel, we're gonna have to watch out for these guys. Whoever wins here, if they win match later, they're gonna have a lot. They're gonna have a lot of games. I feel like they want to reach, gonna reach finals.
They're gonna make history. They're gonna make history.
Yeah, they're gonna make 3 sets. By the way, in the bracket that they're gonna have to fight off.
It's a best of 5.
First their own, and then another best of 3, and then if they make it to the finals, it's gonna be best of 5. So
It's gonna be a lot of work for Archangel. It's gonna be a lot of work for Archangel.
either
right
way,
now.
for the meantime, again, thanks so much, guys, for watching. We are live here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum in Manila, Philippines. Get your tickets at ticketnet.com.ph or visit us for the full info at msc.mobilelegends.com. You can also come on over to the booths themselves. They are available and they can get you out of there.
But we will be seeing highlights shortly. There we go. So what happened here? It looked really good for Louvre. The first blood for Anti-Mage, and then it just followed up and Jill, the sacrificial lamb, letting Marshall No Mercy escape. But look at here. Onic looked so bad in this clash, but they just turned it around.
Yeah.
They turned it around so well.
It's turning around so well at the same time. I feel like Onic, they were trying to go for a full collapse on the Torpedo Mirage, and I think their game plan is if we remove him, we're good. But they forgot Watt. Watt was, man, he was ready for Sasa right there.
Yeah.
He was waiting for him to finish his casting spells, and it worked out very well for him in the end.
It worked out super good for them, and they locked down the Grok so well. They Franco instantly used his ultimate to lock down the Grok so he won't be able to use the wild charge. And I must say, that is very smart for them.
Yeah, it really was. The lead as well was just so tremendous at some point. I was wondering,
Because without the Grok, Onic Esports would be useless in the clash.
Yes.
Without the Grok, they wouldn't be able to do anything. And Onic Esports just, I don't know what happened to Louvre, honestly.
yeah, I feel like they just fell apart there. Lack of coordination that last
Exactly.
12 watt
Fell apart.
And geez, that Lapu Lapu, please don't pick the Lapu Lapu pick anywhere because I feel like,
Yeah.
man, it's
The
not
Lapu
worked
Lapu
out.
pick, it was a bit
Tournament.
questionable. It was
Only
really
one.
questionable.
It worked out only once for Archangel. Even then, the Lapu Lapu was not really that solid of a fighter. It was only there for sustain. Like, he was there to sustain a lane so that he doesn't lose the lane. Otherwise, it was just Lapu Lapu doesn't really contribute too much to the killing for some reason. The ultimate is just a bit slow.
Just
on
a
the
bit.
stun, like you can see charging, you can see the line, you can avoid it. So
I wonder what went into their minds just trying to go for that Lapu Lapu. It's very, very questionable. Why would you do that?
yeah, I think the first reason why they would want to do that is when you can get like a strong fighter, strong fighter to just hold it there.
They could have
Hold it
picked better
together.
fighters though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like there should have been a lot of fighters. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out what we have in store for you guys. While you're waiting, check out the codes.
The codes,
Codes
these
there,
are new
right there
codes,
on
ladies and gentlemen.
on your screens.
Yeah.
These are claimable on web.mobilelegends.com. Check it out. Redeem those. Get a chance to win dust, hero fragments, skin fragments, or might be a hero.
Might be a hero.
Or I mean, it might be a hero skin. So who knows?
Right.
Check that out. Check that out.
Redeem that code right now, right in front of our HyperX and Real Me products being shown in front of you. So
Yeah.
we are live, by the way.
We'll give you like 10 seconds. Go ahead.
To the viewers out there who are viewing the stream, thank you so much for supporting the stream. Share the stream as well to your family and friends, to your relatives, whatever. And this event is brought to you by EGG Network and Moonsun. Not forgetting our legendary sponsor, Smart, and also elite sponsor, Realme and HyperX.
That's right. HyperX, one of the best. And Realme, I really want to be one of these. Come on.
Oh, I got a question for you,
I'll
Rocker.
take this right.
I got a question for you. What headsets are the players using in the stages right now?
Obviously, they're going to be HyperX, man. Solid headsets. I wish we could do that, but those are like gaming grade.
Yeah,
We
gaming
need
grade.
some for like really clearer audio.
Clearer
I feel
audio.
like HyperX is just one of the best out there. So
One of the best.
one of the best gaming headsets in the world.
Alright, so as you can see in the screens right now, the players are slowly setting up. You can see Onic Esports wearing the yellow.
Yeah, right behind us. Yeah,
And
right
this
there.
should be
I can touch them right now.
this should be Louvre.
Yeah.
Yep.
Louvre right there. Louvre Esports.
Let me touch a player.
We should pat someone here. How do you pat me? Yeah. I'll pat you. Yeah. There you
I'll
go.
pat
So
you.
good job.
Good job winning that game.
Good job with that game. I feel like that was just beautiful.
A beautiful
Watch.
comeback. Beautiful comeback.
And I want to see more of that from Onic. I feel like they're still one of the strongest teams in this match. You can't bet against Onic. I feel like that's why a huge percentage of people playing Mobile Legends in the client, they voted Onic because it's so hard to bet against these guys. And it's so hard as well to just, give them a hard time. Because I feel like Onic, they recover easily from fallbacks. They don't always win in the early games, but they can always make a comeback.
They can always make a comeback, and this should be the roughest game that they had. This is the roughest game that they had.
That was the closest we've ever seen, by the way, to them totally losing a series.
And I have no information whatsoever as to how they are, how their mentality is when they lose. But I do know for a fact how Brand loses.
Yeah, they. Oh man, you gotta bring that up, don't you? They're already out. Come on, man.
Not to rub salt into the wound, but yeah, we still don't have information as to what their mentality is when they lose. But this should be, Onic Esports, they should be able to come back from this one. It's a 1-1 so far.
Either way, I do hear the sounds of the bells. We will be coming into draft for Game 3 very shortly. Don't forget, share the stream. Tell your friends we are live right now with MSC with the finals coming up later on today. So start sharing the stream. Make yourselves be known. Tag your friends. Send it to the group chat and let them know we got Mobile Legends MSC Indonesians versus Indonesians. Louvre Esports versus Onic Esports.
Alright, so the main ban again for Louvre Esports should be Hayabusa once more, and Onic should be able to prioritize that Diggy as well. Diggy, or, of course, given the fact already, Harry.
Harry is actually pretty solid still. I feel like a lot of teams here in the MSC don't want to see Harry. They only went through once and didn't lose, but I feel like he just has so much strength. And if a team like Onic or Louvre uses it, that's like done so. I feel like the Harry is such a high priority in the Indonesian region itself.
Alright, so Harry still 99% banned, and the show will be taken away from Louvre.
Okay.
Alright, so
pretty smart.
the Grok is open. Gotta remind you.
Yeah, the Grok's still
is
open. So Grok is cooking here. Grok is cooking.
What are they gonna pick though? Grok or the Linux? It should be one or the other.
Yeah, because I feel like Onic has a strong Lunox as well.
Akai? They're gonna give Linux Grok to Onic?
Are they literally throwing
They
right now?
picked Akai
That's so
instead
sad.
of one of those
That's
two?
so sad. Wait, this is wrong.
What?
This is wrong. What? Is happening?
What? Why would they do that?
Itu nampak nogel, aku lari, nampak bandulnya tega banget, situ dia nggak bakal.
They should be having a game plan if they just gave out the Grok and the Linux.
This feels so wrong, my friend.
Ini 2 kali.
Assuming the Linux will be picked.
I'm assuming Lunox, but otherwise there are a lot of powerful picks as well as Meralda can be picked up again.
Okay. So they just really give out the Linux,
Battle
but
of
at
Tanks.
least they have the Grok.
Yeah, and Lolita as well to answer. If ever they have a strong aggression with the Lunox, Lolita can take care of that pretty easily.
Lolita should be able to shut them out using that shield, and the Grok will be the main point of how they engage. But Louvre Esports, they should be securing themselves the Linux as well. What is it gonna be? What's the next pick? What's the next pick gonna be?
Carry.
The carry to be locked in for Louvre Esports. Should be a Linux right away.
I still don't understand the Akai. I'm gonna agree.
They're actually not prioritizing the Linux. The Teresa over the Linux or the carry over the Linux. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it as well. Like, what is happening here? The priority is the Stories
Selena.
they're all out the window now as Selena is locked in by Onic Esports.
Okay, they're going for the long range stun as well. They want to go for that secured kill with that abyssal arrow. But
I gotta say, Selena is actually pretty strong. Udil has one of the best Selenas in the whole entire world. And individual mechanics aside, you know what? This team can actually use a Selena.
they can indeed utilize that Selena right now. But what is the last ban going to be for Onic?
That's the question.
Are they
here.
going to take out the Lunux? Or okay, they're going to get the Kujan out of it. So Kido,
They're completely ignoring the Lunux here.
yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I like it. This is the first time I've ever seen the Linux not be picked. I mean, it's still
For
too
the
early.
whole tournament.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've never seen Lunux. I mean, there's like once or twice. Other than that, Lunux has been always there, so I'm a bit surprised, especially with Evos and oh my gosh, overclockers as well.
They
So,
really want to shut down anti-mage.
they really want to do it. They
The
really want
Leomord
that
is
guy down.
always banned. Leomord is always banned, and they just want anti-mage to use Toms right now because
Yeah.
the Toms in the past two games, we gotta say, it wasn't very effective.
Yeah, I feel like the last two FABs has been like forced a little bit.
Yeah, the Toms is a less kind of threat. It's less threatening from Onic Esports to have the Toms, but the Kagura for Louvre Esports.
No
What do you
Lunux
think
at
of
all. Kagura is a pretty good pick. I gotta say, get that Kagura. It's gonna make for a huge team fight. They want to go for the big penalty zone.
Yeah.
Hurricane Dance combo with a huge Yin Yang overturn. So
Yeah.
the Wombo combo gaming here for Louvre. Let's see if Onic is gonna fall for it. Because to be honest, I think Onyx is so smart. Onic is just, they know what's gonna happen. They can predict that, and they can dodge it very easily.
All right, so the Linux not picked, but also not banned.
Yeah, no pick, no back, ignore.
Very peculiar game we're having right now, especially the fact that this is the upper bracket. When you would expect that the Linux would either be banned a lot or picked, but
Yeah, I feel like it just has so much power that it's really bad to not pick it up. At the same time, you know, it has so much survivability. It can survive with brilliance. Can have non-stop regen from that Starlight Pulse. Selena has great map control. I feel like it's a good substitute. But for now, we are going into load up Land of Dawn for Louvre Esports versus Onic Esports Game 3.
both Indonesian representatives, this is going to be a good game because they have taken it to a game 3. We didn't expect this though. We thought Onic Esports would take it to a 2-0 at least, but they lost the first game, came back on the second game. But let's see who's gonna take this last one.
Yeah, this last one is absolutely going to be critical. It could shape what happens in the lower bracket. So let's run him down for this game. Louvre Esports versus Onic Esports. Louvre got Kido Gimage on the Kagura. Martian and Mercy on his third Franco for the day. Watt on the carry. Shield on the Terizla. And Yor on the Akai.
And meanwhile, for the Onic Esports, we have Psycho on the Lolita, Udil on the Selena, Sasa on the Granger, Anti-Mage on the Toms, and Grian on the Grok.
That's going to be very interesting to see. Where is the end going to come here? Bottom lane is going to be just Marsha and, of course, Watt going to be farming it up. Sasa also keeping it on their own jungle camp. Everyone's just playing stand. No one wants to invade early on except for Terizla. Right now, Marsha going to be hitting the hook. Of course, no one there to follow up yet. Top lane, though, different story.
Yeah, top lane is an entirely different story. Psycho is put to a bit of just low health right now. The Abyssal Arrow almost connects the shield, but it's a 3v1, so he's forced to flicker away.
Yeah, flickering away. Again, still has a lot of threats here. Udil, there we go. Already have Selena. It already hits the first mark. Kagura going to be able to walk on out here. Jill still has no way to reach that crab. It's going to be Onic with a 4-man offensive on the top side just to get that crab point.
Alright, so again, we're seeing the same type of strategy for Onic right now, playing a bit more passive. We're not seeing them invade too much against Louvre Esports.
Yeah, Louvre Esports looking a lot better here. Of course, they still have not faced the full wrath of the Granger yet, but we'll have to wait and see later on. Martial No Mercy as well. Can they keep up this bottom lane?
Can they indeed? Anti-Mage is the only one left, but they're all rotating up top lane right now. Kilo Gimash is in big trouble. A lot of burst damage coming in, but they changed their target to Gil. And Gil is going to be a lot more tankier than the Kagura, but he will be the first one to fall. The first